All right, everyone. Hi, I am Zach James, the founder of Rabbit Tractors, and we're building the future of farm equipment. So we're at a crossroads in farm equipment design. As farmers have needed more and more productive units, tractors have gotten larger and larger, but we simply can't make them any bigger. As is now, they're so large they no longer fit on roads, so heavy that they do permanent damage every time they go in the growing environment, and so complex they cost a fortune to maintain. On top of that, a singular, high-capacity piece of machinery is fundamentally mismatched for the modern farm, where we have many small plots of land spread out. Farmers are spending more time getting from location to location than they actually are working those locations. So at Rabbit, we're solving this problem of large tractors by making that large tractor small again. We're designing the world's first swarm-enabled, mobile, modular, compact, and autonomous farm vehicle. A farmer is going to first see an increase in productivity through an increase in efficiency. By being more flexible in how he deploys his assets, he can get more use out of each asset. He's going to have longer operating windows because each tractor weighs less. So you take spring planting all the time, we're always getting delayed by rain or whatnot. If that tractor weighs a fraction of what it used to, that's no longer a problem. Even if it's muddy soil, that tractor is not going to sink into it and we can get out on the field. Finally, because the tractor is so much smaller and so much more agile, it's going to do a lot less damage every time it's in that growing environment, which that alone increases yields, but it also allows for more proactive management. It allows us to get out there and do more activities, increase yields that way also. All told, a farmer who adopts the Rabbit Tractors model is going to see about a 65% increase in his profits. So this is our first prototype right here. The Rabbit Tractor, it's about the size of a golf cart, 3 feet wide by 5 feet long, weighs just over 200 pounds. It has 120 degrees of steering, so the wheels, you can drive it regularly, or the wheels can go all the way in the other direction. So it follows crop rows no matter which direction the crop rows are facing. It's got a 15 horsepower, all electric, 4-wheel drive transmission, 4 sealed brushless motors on each wheel. So even if they do get soaked in water, they're still going to run completely fine. They're not going to short out like a typical motor would. And then they also come with an automated tender and battery changing station. So they truly run 24/7. You take it to the field, drop it off, and you don't need to do anything until 2 days later when it's done with that job. There are a couple of other companies participating in this space. There's actually quite a few of them. I break them down into these categories. Really the long and the short of it is we're the only company that's modular, lightweight, designed to be easy to maintain, and most importantly, we don't rely on GPS-based waypoint missions for navigation. So a little bit more on that last point. How off-road navigation is done now is we look at a field from a Google Maps view of it, and we say go to this GPS point, then this GPS point, then this GPS point. There's nothing dynamic about it. It's a pre-planned mission, and if there's something ahead of you, you're going to hit it. On the exact opposite side of the spectrum, on-road vehicles are completely dynamic. They're using computer vision to sense the environment, and they're going. The problem with that is it's extremely, the computing power needed to that and the sensors needed are extremely high. So the best solution for agriculture is somewhere right in the middle of there. We use the more expensive sensors so we can have a dynamic view of the field, but we rely also on mapping techniques to identify obstacles beforehand and route beforehand, so we don't need the best sensors that are on vehicles. So what we're designing is an open source platform for other companies to put their implement technology onto. That being said, we are developing one implement for the initial rollout, and that's a soil sampler. So how soil sampling usually works is either before or after harvest, the farmer will go out with this little almost shovel and do 5 holes and 2.5 acre grids over his entire operation. It's back-breaking work. It really stinks. They usually pay someone about $8 an acre to do it, so they don't have to do it. What we do is we just take our tractor out, put in the field. You're going to come back a few hours later, and all those holes will be done. The soil is bagged up and labeled, and you can send it right out for analysis. We chose this task first because it's a very easy navigation task. There's nothing hidden underneath the crops that we have to know. There's no crops in the field, so we're not worried about running anything over too much. And like I said, it's a great value proposition for farmers. This alone, this implement alone, it's going to pay off just one season of use of it. The entire market, it's a pretty massive amount, $26.7 billion of farm equipment are sold in the United States every year. We're first targeting these $2 billion markets, ag retailers and co-ops, and corporate farmers. Those are the 2 people who are doing soil sampling now, so it's an obvious market for us. And our plan is to finish our prototype now. We're out running it, testing it in the field, making sure it all works well. And we're going to do our own soil sampling on a contract basis throughout the rest of 2018 and early 2019. In the fall of 2019, we'll start renting out our units on a beta trial basis with some growers we've already have arrangements with. And then 2020, lease our products out on season-long basis. We'll do this rental model for 2 or 3 years. Then 2022, be ready for actually commercializing our product and actually selling the product. Very excited about our team. I lead up the business side. I have a finance and law background. Dorian leads up the software development. He has a robotics as well as a product development background. Ben and James are our computer scientists, and Mark and Richard are our mechanical engineers who are helping out part-time. So that's my presentation. I'll open up the floor to questions now.